did a good job and put the pennies really close to that, that door would be like working back against those pennies. The pennies would be like a fulcrum, right? And it would be jamming that latch so hard that you can't draw it out of the door, especially not with a knob. Yeah? Right? And so I was pennied into the dorm, and then the question is, how do you get out of the dorm? Well, the first thing I did was, of course, the hinges, if the door opens to your side, the hinges are on your side, right? So can I get the hinge pins out? Well, no, they were stuck too, probably because the door was warped, right? If I'd had a hammer and a screwdriver or a chisel, probably could have got the hinges out, couldn't get them out, right? Went to the window, looked down, it's 3 stories down. Well, okay, it's 2 stories down. That's too far to even hang and drop, because I'd be dropping like 16 feet or something like that, right? You know? Didn't want to do that. Didn't want to hang and drop, right? So I'm like, okay, what do I do? Well, I look, and there going around the room was this old phone cable. They had phones in the rooms, they'd taken the phones out, but the cable remained. And it was like a 32 conductor, a big old thing, and it was cut off there, but it went all the way around the room on the wall. I pulled that off the wall. Yeah? Are you picturing this? Pop, 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 pop. Both ends are already cut. I tie it around the center post of the window, and I rappel down the outside. I went to Boy Scout camp. They taught me how to do a self-belay. You take the rope, you attach it up there. It comes down, it goes under your butt. And it comes back up here, you bring both ropes together, and you just kind of move yourself down the wall. Now, when you rappel, normally the fun thing to do is you kick away from the wall and you go whee, and then you go boom down onto the rope. Do you suppose I did that with the phone cord? No, do you suppose I just was like, you know, at least until I got to like here, okay? Right? And then, of course, this is the girls' floor, huh? They were, by the way, not in their study lounge. They were already at the movie Not With Me, right? You know, so I get to about here. I actually ran out of phone cord about 6 feet above the ground. Got to the end of the phone cord, jumped down, right, and ran back here. I had my keys, let myself in, got up to my room, grabbed. I actually had a hammer and a centering punch because my stepfather gave me tools, right? And I ran and I knocked the key, the coins out of the lock, and this kid from across the hall, Raymond, sticks his head out and goes, "How'd you get out?" There's part 2, and I will tell you part 2 next time, but you have to remind me.